Stop scrolling. Your digital SAT test is tomorrow. You need a reading lesson. Let's review a question from the US Question Bank. Let's get it.
Material. This test has about 38% overlap with previous administrations, as you can see here. So let's jump into today's question. Today's Domain 1 reading. We're going to be solving a Domain 1 support the question or support the hypothesis question. This should take you about 2 to 3 minutes to solve. What I want you to do right now is I want you to pause this video, read the passage, read the answer choices, and see if you can solve, and then watch the explanation. Ready, steady, go. The question here is asking us that they want us to support the hypothesis about the evolution of vessels presented in the text. This text is unique because the hypothesis comes in the second sentence here. So let's read the hypothesis. Some researchers have hypothesized that the evolution of vessels, a conduit type thought to provide greater water transport efficiency than the tracheids and xylem, represents a trade-off between water stress tolerance and transport efficiency, which means they're trading tolerance for efficiency. And the next thing you need to do is you need to identify your actual values. You need to identify the P12 value and the propagation value or the slope value. P12 basically is telling us that lower values indicate greater resistance to embolism. So low P12 is good. And then if you check the slope, and the rate at which embolisms propagate measured by slope, where greater values indicate faster propagation. So that means greater slope indicates faster spread of the embolism. So what we want to do right now is we want to check the table and see, well, is this hypothesis true? Is there some sort of trade-off? If you look at the tracheid in the vessel, we'll notice that the P12 slope in the tracheid is better than the P12 for the vessels, which is a good thing. However, the slope value for the vessels is lower, which is better than a higher value according to the text. So what we want to do right now is we actually want to predict an answer choice. We want to think, well, is this hypothesis supported? Is it fully supported? Is it partly supported? Or is it not supported at all? We're going to say that it's partly supported. And why do we say this? Because there's some sort of trade-off between tolerance and transport efficiency. However, according to the text, well, the tracheid is good at one thing and the vessel is good at another thing. So it's partly supported. And so when you predict an answer, you avoid confusion and you're able to look for what you need. And here we're going to go with answer C, that compared to tracheid species, vessel species tend to be less resistant to initial embolism formation, but more resistant to spread. The hypothesis is therefore only partly supported. The trick to these types of questions is being able to, number one, identify the hypothesis, number two, identify the values, number three, identify them in the table, and then number four, predict an answer. For more passages like this, tests, visit thetestadvantage.com. You'll find free material, vocabulary drills, and everything you need. You can learn anything. Mr. Sema, out.